Yeah? Yeah? Alright. Hi. We went to fucking Evo. Want to tell them about our Thursday night? How Thursday went?
Cue montage.
Vegas, bitch! Alright, we're here at the fucking Smash GG fucking Evo mansion. I don't know what the fuck is what? Just tell me.
Don't ask me. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Adrian, how do you feel right now?
Scared.
I'm scared. I'm scared, man. What the fuck?
So Smash GG rented out this fucking mansion for the weekend, and when I say mansion, I mean it was a fucking mansion. And our buddy Justin Mills, aka Paper Fairy, aka CEO of Great Value Smash in Connecticut, also one of the executive producers on this movie, invited us to a party at the Smash GG mansion on Thursday night. Three hot tubs. There were three hot tubs. There were three hot tubs.
Two pool houses.
Two pool houses. They ran a fucking beer pong bracket, and because it was Smash GG, they had like pools and like a double elimination bracket.
Trophies.
Because like being at the debaucherous mansion isn't gonna make these nerds not a bunch of fucking TOs.
Those trophies were fucking sick.
The trophies were amazing.
Oh
Holy shit. So yeah, we went to that and got way too fucked up.
Got really fucked up. I'm not gonna remember any of this.
You should don't say that. The kids.
We'll cut it out.
They don't.
We'll cut it out.
We don't want them to know.
We'll cut it out.
My alarm goes off at like 7 or 8, and I was just like, oh fuck, I haven't slept yet.
Friday morning, you know, we're hopped up on coffee and bagels,
Yeah.
and we get to the venue.
And then we just shot a shitload of interviews. I think we hit a total of like 17 over the course of this weekend.
It was fun because it's like, you know, we're walking around and it's like, oh, hey, look, Pup's over there.
Yeah.
We should go talk to him. And then there's just like a 3-minute silence, like, all right, who's going to do it?
Go-to first question is like, hey man, can we grab you for like 5 minutes for an interview? Like, do you have some time? Usually they're pretty cool about that. And then the second question is, are you allowed to talk about Project M?
How do you feel about PM?
It's alright.
Nobody really knows what you're allowed to talk
Yeah,
about when it comes to Project M. We had people thinking like, oh, you know, I can't talk about PM. My sponsor won't let me talk about PM.
We got that from a couple people.
And then we had people who were also somewhere in the middle where they were like, oh, I don't know if I can talk about PM. Maybe.
that was like one of the most common answers we got from people is like, well, are you allowed to talk about Project M? And then they go, I think so.
We also had a large amount of people who, as soon as we asked them if they're on board, they're like, "Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Hell
like
yeah,
the fuck
dude.
yeah, man.
PM's sick.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I love PM."
Fucking okay. Like Axe is the nicest person in the world. Holy shit, loved that guy. Chillin' dude was great. None was super nice with us. Like everybody was pretty chill. Like, you know, but like those guys really stood out as just being like, they're really enthusiastic about it. They like wanted to do it.
Some of you guys may know Team Liquid. They have multiple Melee players.
Many Melee players.
First player we actually talked to was Team Liquid's Ken. So we went to Ken and we said, hey man, do you want to be in this movie? We're talking about PM, you know, you can give us anything. And he's just like, oh, I don't think I can talk about PM. I can't do that or whatever. So we're like, oh, you know, can we just have you talk about Brawl, blah, blah, blah. And we also mentioned like, oh, you know, if you can't talk about PM, we've already interviewed Hungrybox.
Yeah, it was like, you know, yeah, we interviewed Hungrybox and Bigger Balk, and like he's also Team Liquid, and it was chill. So like, and he was just like, Hungrybox isn't supposed to do that.
The funny part though is we went to go interview 2 other Team Liquid players. Team Liquid's Chudat, Team Liquid's Chillin' Dude.
Like Chew was like, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I could probably talk about PM. And then Chillin' was just like, dude, fuck yeah, let's do it. I actually asked him at the party on Thursday. He was like playing beer pong, and I was just like, yo, Chillin', you want me in the PM movie? And he was like, fucking yeah, dude.
We did get some no's from people.
Adrian, how did it go with Juggle Guy?
Make it happen!
We got some people who didn't talk about PM and only talked about Brawl.
Yeah.
But we're going to have lots of cool cameos in the movie. You guys are going to be super excited to see it. We shot, I think, it was just one super long interview that day, and that was Silent Doom.
Yeah.
Where, if you guys don't know, he was an animator for the PMDT. Guy's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he's great.
He's so articulate.
His voice is like marmalade.
Jank is a term that shouldn't exist. It's a stupid term. In my opinion, it's a dumb term.
It's so
fantastic.
charismatic.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And it was also really funny because he was commentating on the main stream for Smash 4 that weekend. So like we had like just done that interview with him, and then go outside, and it's like his face is like huge on the fucking screen and shit. Really fucking funny.
So Saturday we wake up, we're a little more conscious.
Slightly more rested, I think, that day.
I actually got a whole night's sleep. That was nice.
I mean, I was pounding coffees every morning the whole weekend, but, you know. The first half of our Saturday, we were really focused on, like, getting a lot of B-roll of EVO. We wanted to show the highest level of esports that Smash has attained so far, you know? Showing off that huge venue with all the fucking screens and shit, and like Nintendo supporting everything, and like...
Mansion, don't forget the mansion.
And the fucking Smash GG mansion. And like, we really wanted to kind of capture that to show the contrast with Project M.
We made some friends. We made some friends over at the Nintendo Switch booth.
Yeah. So we were...
Here's a photo of me with a...
with a Nintendo employee.
A really good friend. I think his name was Dave. I don't remember.
And they have these fucking nice-ass kiosks with, like, the Switch logo, and it's got a fucking Switch on it on, like, a pedestal. And we shot all this B-roll of that stuff. There was a woman there, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you know, make sure you get it from this angle. We want to make sure we don't get this part." And like and it's like, yeah, no, totally. We're gonna make you guys look good.
We work for Evo.
Yeah, that was like my off the cuff preparation. Like nobody asked like, "Oh, what's this for?" I was just gonna be like, "Oh, you know, we're just working on a documentary about Evo." Melee top 8
was really fun. It was really fun to see our boy Joey get some shit done.
Yeah, that was honestly, like, I was mostly stoked about Lucky being in top 8, because, like, he's our boy. Like, I kind of tuned out around, like, $100 Club, and I didn't start paying attention again until, like, Grand Finals. But it was still fun. Like, it's always, like, it's never not going to be fun to watch Melee in a big crowd. Like, that's always, like, a super awesome experience, no matter what happens. I got to watch Melee top 8 while drinking a Fat Tuesday.
I got to shoot Melee top 8 while drinking a Fat Tuesday.
And then we went to the Wave Dash after party. Soon as it was like game on the screen after Grands, like we booked it the fuck out of there.
I'm like running out, still trying to shoot.
He's like shooting like the top 8 like lineup as
I'm trying to run.
I'm like pulling his shirt, trying to get him the fuck out.
I just want the shot. It was really fun. They had a like really sick bar. The bowling was going on.
Yeah, it was the venue that they had it at was really cool. I was like too fucking exhausted. I had like a couple drinks, and like fucking straight boys kept trying to talk to me. There was a DJ playing meme music, and I was just like, Adrian, I'm gonna go sit outside. Whenever the fuck you want to come out and take me back, I'm gonna go probably pass out on the concrete.
And then the party got raided by like Santa people.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
I actually have footage of the Santa people if you guys want to see it. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, in awe of what the fuck is happening, and like people are just like flipping me off and being angry, and it's like, well, I don't understand. Like
anytime anybody would ask them like, yo, why are you all dressed in Christmas outfits, they would just say fuck Santa. So that was pretty cool. Sunday morning, we went and interviewed Big Al. I feel like Big Al is like kind of like a hidden, like he's like a hidden boss of TOing in Project M. Not a lot of people know who Big Al is the way they know who like, you know, fucking Zesty or like, you know, Nox and kind of like the other PM TOs. He is the like head TO for SenCal Smash in general and Project M specifically. And if you are not from California, Central California is a wasteland. And Big Al gave us this long-ass interview where he talked about like how he keeps running events because he really wants like people like Doctor and all those people to like be able to keep playing the game and keep improving and fuck up SoCal. And like it was really fucking great. If you've never met Big Al, like, you're missing the fuck out. That guy's awesome. Also one of the executive producers on this movie. He's given us, like, a ton of money and a ton of support.
He helped us out a lot. You know, he helped us, like, store our gear. He gave us a great interview. He was just a treat.
He's fucking fantastic. So, like, at the party on Thursday, we were talking to Paper Fairy, and we're like, yo, dude, like, where's Fuse happening? How do we get into Fuse? Like, we gotta be there. There's gonna be a bunch of top players there. We want to get the interviews. Like, what's going on with that? And he's like, well, they're trying to figure out where the venue is. If they can't find another public venue, it's just gonna be at the Smash GG Mansion. And if it's at the Smash GG Mansion, I can get you guys in for sure. And then it was at the Smash GG Mansion, and he sold his finals day tickets so that we could go to Fuse. So we got there around like 2 o'clock. They were already playing doubles. And we were like, all right, we're going to interview Paper Fairy. He gave us a fucking incredible interview.
Dude's hilarious.
My favorite interviews that we get so far are always with TOs. Because TOs, like, do not give a shit. They're all, like, surly as fuck because they've been dealing with nerds and yelling at people their whole lives. And they just go up there and they just go, everything that anybody says is bullshit. everyone's an idiot, here's what happened, fuck you, and it's fantastic. We knocked out like most of the major player interviews that we wanted to get on Friday and Saturday. And so by Sunday it was like, okay, the only people that we weren't able to get that we really wanted to get were Mewtwo King and Armada. When we tried to talk to Mewtwo King the first time, he fucking esportsed us. He was like, no, you have to talk to my people, basically. And then while we were interviewing Paper Fairy, he walks into the pool house where we were shooting the interview, and he just goes, I don't know where the fuck my phone is. I'm just too fucking depressed to do anything right now. And we're like, all right, I guess we're not gonna interview Jason this weekend.
And then Armada, we tried. We actually ended up talking to one of his handlers who said, hey, you know, I'm gonna try to pull him aside once they finish up, but you know, no promises.
Yeah, she was basically like, once the tournament's wrapped up, like I'll do my best to like make him stick around for a bit longer. But if he wants to dip, he wants to dip. Like I can't make him stay.
What ended up happening is they got second at the event, and as soon as they lost, like they were just.
So yeah, we weren't able to get that, which sucks because I don't think there's really going to be another chance for us. But yeah, that was disappointing. We really did want to get Armada, but it's hard with Evo, you know, because that's like his biggest work weekend of the year. You know, like it's not like some of the other players that are, you know, more streamers or not super focused on competing. Like he's there to fucking win, you know, and he cares just as much about doubles as he does about singles. So we couldn't. We weren't able to get him, which was disappointing. Adrian, you went to the Red Bull party. How was that?
Fuck, dude, that was okay. So look at this shit, dude. There's fucking people everywhere. There's 2 giant screens of fucking Street Fighter and whatever game that was. There were melee setups. They were like, people were drunk everywhere. At some point, I don't know. Things got kind of fuzzy after. Time. I woke up in a hotel room. Yeah. Didn't know whose it was. We
had to fucking find this asshole, figure out where the fuck he was. And then when we eventually did find him and go up and figure out which fucking room he was in and figured out where he had ended up, and then I get up there and he has the balls to complain at me about taking too long to find his ass when he didn't come back to the fucking hotel room last night.
Okay, this is what actually happened. I was sitting in the room and then she fucking loses her fucking mind.
Yeah, dude, like, you fucking think it took us like an hour to figure out where the fuck you were.
Anyways.
Yeah, so Adrian's a piece of shit and no one likes him. I got this Smash GG fidget spinner. That's the best thing that happened this weekend. Yeah, it's a really nice fidget spinner. Something I really want to say is like at this point, if this movie sucks, it's only because I fucked up. Because the interviews that we have gotten up till now, like the people that we have talked to, all of its TOs and the community leaders and the developers and these players, people have so many amazing things to say, and like the stories that we're getting from people and like everybody's experiences, like it's actually like really fucking amazing. And so like at this point, it's all on me not to fuck it up, you know?
When people talk about how, you know, PM is dead, PM is, you know, dying or whatever, and like people don't give a shit about.
Yeah, you're so fucking wrong.
Not only is that full of shit, and not only do we have footage to show you that that's full of shit, but like people. Not even just the PM community, not even just the PM people, but people outside, like, you know, they might not be following the scene, they might be entering tournaments anymore, but, like, they give a shit about the game.
Yeah, like, Melee players fucking love Project M, man. Like, we talked to so many people, like fucking Chillin' Dude, like, just gushed about how sick Wolf is and how he thinks PM is dope and how he thinks Switch is so sick and, like, all this stuff. Like, this idea that, like, you know, people think PM is bullshit, and like, or like that the scene is dead, or that people don't care. Like, the only people who think that are fucking Reddit scrubs, and like, because it's just not fucking true, man. Like, people have some fucking shit to say about this game. Like,
you're gonna see it.
It's people have cried in our interviews a lot. That's kind of all I can really say about it. We are leaving for Supernova, like. Next week, in like a week from today, basically. We're gonna go to Supernova. We're gonna be in New York for like a week-ish, a week and a half.
We have lots of interviews lined up, lots of casters. We're gonna be interviewing all of FS, Free Saltines, if you guys don't know them, to help us not just with the documentary, but also to help us with our side project, Who the Hell is Switch?
And the Supernova documentary.
And the Supernova
also making now.
And we're going to be out there for a while, and then afterwards we'll be going to LTC, which is looking to be one of the best tournaments of the year.
Yeah, no, LTC is looking actually like that's the turn. Like after Bigger Valk, like for PM, like this is looking like the next big like PM event for this summer. So yeah, that's It's gonna be a sick movie. I'm really excited. I don't know.
Give us money.
Yeah, give us money. Later. Nerds. Fucking, how do I... Okay.
See you soon!